So today I'm going to throw out a ton of conversation starters. You're in a bar, there's a beautiful girl over there, or there's a group of girls, and you want to start up a conversation and you don't know what to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you kind of canned lines, kind of a structure of how you can go over and start the conversation with a group of strangers, girls that you're attracted to, that you want to start up the conversation with. Quite a few actually. I don't know exactly how many. We'll just see where this video goes. But before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. My autobiography is in the description. Top link in the description to get some coaching with me. So what we got to do is we're gonna start up a conversation with a girl, right? And in a bar or a club, there's most of the time there's two girls or a group of girls and guys, sometimes a mixture, etc. So it can be a little bit chaotic and confusing how to start up a conversation. The first thing that you need to understand is that there is no perfect line. There's no perfect line that is going to save your life when it comes to meeting women. You have, I can give you a ton of different lines that will give you a structure to go over there. But whether it works out well for you or not it's chaos in the nightclub. So many things are going on, and what you need to do is really just be taking that action. The worst case scenario is that you're not taking the action. You're a wallflower, as they say. You're leaning up against the wall and drinking and looking around at all these girls, and you're not getting anything done. So this structure will basically give you a basic little template as to how you can go about it. So firstly, if there's just say two girls and they're at the bar, right? So that's usually a very difficult way to start up a conversation. They're at the bar, there's the barman in front of them. It's a relatively quiet sort of a bar, so I've kind of set the scene for you. And you're next to the pool table with your buddies, and there's two cute girls over there, and you don't know how to start up the conversation. Well, the easiest way is, okay, you ask your buddies, you want to get a drink? What do you want? Oh, you want a beer. Most guys are drinking beer. So you go over, two girls are sitting on chairs next to the bar. You go right up next to one side of the other side of the girl at the bar, and you go over and you tap the table and you smile and you go, yo, how you going, buddy? Really loud to the barman. How's it going? You should also, if it's a quiet little local bar, you should have some sort of rapport building with the barman. You don't want him to cock block you. You want him to be like, hey, Dave, how you going? You're like, yeah, bro. You want to be loud and stand right next to her and be loud with the barman. So the two girls next to you, right shoulder, just sitting there drinking their cocktails really quietly, you know, giggling and talking about whatever, they see you, they notice you. You order your drinks loud and obnoxiously so that they cannot ignore you. They see you, they know you're there, right? And then as soon as he goes, yeah, Dave, I got it, I'm going to pour them up right now. He goes to pour them up, and then you turn to them and introduce yourself. Real simple, just, hey, I'm Dave. How's your night going? Just a simple opener, but the opener had already started with you talking to the barman. And this is something that a lot of guys don't understand, is that they think that the introduction is in fact when you open your mouth directly to the girl. It's not. It is what you do around her, because they see everything. They see how you interact with your environment. They see everything. And if you walk over to a group and you're all quiet and stiff and you're like, okay, get the courage up, they're noticing that. They're noticing your behavior and how you interact with everyone in the bar. So that is how you can do it. And you're like, oh, look, my friend's over there. I'm just hanging out with my friends. Ask a few more questions. See if they want to play some pool with you, etc. Okay? Opener. That's an opener. That's a way to start up a conversation with two girls standing at the bar. If there's two girls that are just standing around the bar somewhere, the second one would probably be, let's just throw in a tease. So my favorite is throwing out some sort of a tease. And it could be just the way they're dressed. You go over and go, wow, you girls are way overdressed for this place. What's going on? What's going on here? You don't look like you belong here. You're teasing them on something about them. And the tease is by far my favorite, because what it does is it shows a little bit of high value, and also shows that you don't care about the rejection. It shows you it shows them a lot more about you, that are positive things. Tick. You don't care about rejection. You think that you're kind of high status and you're better than them. Tick. Another tick. So a teasing them, like, you girls, you guys, like, you guys look like you're kind of like nerdy, you don't look like you drink very much, or are you guys old enough to be in here? Just small little things. It doesn't have to be insulting or anything, just kind of playful, mundane kind of dad jokes. But what it does is it projects that you're kind of higher status. Tick. You don't care about rejection. Tick. And you're kind of funny depending on how good your tease is. Tick. So it opens up so many other options, obviously, and then it's like, depending on what's happening in the bar, oh, these are my buddies over here. You choose one of the girls, introduce your buddy to the one that you are not talking to. Boom, it's on, bounce, move them around the club, whatever, okay? 3, just off the top of my head. Oh, obviously, when you're in a club, there's going to be more than just 2 girls by themselves. Normally, these are the nerdy girls. These are the girls that don't go out too often. There's 2 girls together, and they're just kind of quiet. They don't really have a group. So if you've already got a group and there's 2 girls by themselves, you can, if you're with a group, that's more powerful, obviously. If you have a group of people, you got like 5 guys and a few, 3 guys and 2 girls or something, and you're all like hanging out and drinking and a bit more loud, and there's 2 girls that you see, you just go over there and go, hey, merge the group, and you're just building this massive group, and you got this social proof from having a group. That's one of the best conversation starters, is if you already have a group in the nightclub. And that's why partially a lot of the frat boys and the people that are going to uni or in football teams, they have a group of guys that they're going out, and they just start accumulating people as they go. As long as they're smart about it and they accumulate cute girls, then they're going to win at the end of the night. But if they're accumulating weird guys that they don't really want to hang out with, at the end of the night they end up cock-blocking themselves. So if you see maybe four, now just say there is a mixed group of people. There's, say, I don't know, 3 girls and 2 guys, right? And it doesn't look like these 2 guys are with those 3 girls. And you look at it, you have a quick little analysis, you sum it up, you go, these guys are working on them. Maybe they go to uni together. Maybe they're just friends. Maybe it's a birthday party. So you've got 2 options at that stage. This is probably 4. So you can go, if you're walking around and you catch the eye of one of the girls, this is the direct option, obviously. You see a girl, she makes eye contact with you. She goes, oh, and she's looking straight at you. She plays with her hair, and you look at her, you go straight in there, straight to her, and you literally just become like right in her face, kind of physical straight away, and literally just go, hey, you're awesome, you're attractive, I'm attracted to you. Very direct, especially in a bar or a nightclub when there's alcohol. Direct is the king. You have to be direct, you have to be physical, and you go over and tell her that you think that she's hot, and that you want to come for a dance, and then generally, obviously, you can bounce her straight out of the group, and you don't even have to deal with the group. That generally is a rare scenario. It's a ballsy approach. Secondly, she has to be super attracted to you, so you have to be of high value. 5 or 6. I'm thinking about to 6 now. If none of these girls are looking at you, none of them seem to have even noticed you, you can go over there and do more of the business type of conversation starter, where you open in a very, just introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Dave. How you going? Maybe touch the girl on the shoulder. She turns around out of her group, and she sort of opens the group up to you, and you shake her hand. The reason why, if you shake her hand, depending on, you know, if people are wearing suit jackets, more of a businessy vibe, in more of a classy cocktail type of a lounge, you shake her hand, everybody in that group, they might be uni students, they might actually be colleagues. They might think that you work at the same company, they might think that you are associated with her somehow. What you're doing is, because remember, everything that you do in a bar or a nightclub, whether people let you know that they see everything or not, they do see everything. They see almost everything. Unless it's 2, 3 a.m. in the morning where pretty much nothing's seen. But you're going to be under high pressure situations in bars and nightclubs where people see everything that you do. So by shaking the hand, it gives this kind of businessy vibe, and you can start the conversation with her. And then if you can focus on this one girl and get her to introduce you to the other girls that are in the vicinity, then you might be able to get into the group. Maybe you have something in common, maybe you work at the same company, maybe you go to the same uni, etc. But starting it with that businessy vibe, that will get you in. Okay, it's not necessarily recommended. You can find yourself in conversations to nowhere. They might end up wanting to exchange business cards with you or whatever, which is really a pain in the butt, because that's not what you're there for. So another one, maybe 6. This is probably 6, or this is 7. This has to be 7th tip. When there is a group of girls and guys together in, just say you're in a louder sort of a nightclub environment, or this would work even in a you know, more of a quieter sort of cocktail bar. You go to the guys first. Now, you go over to the guys and you think, okay, what type of guy is this? How can I start up a conversation with the guy? Okay, now if you can somehow introduce yourself to the guy, yo, how you going, bro? You know, we're from the same uni, we're from the same school. Oh, look, you're a banker like me. If you can somehow build rapport with that guy and then meet the other guys, the girls in their little group, they won't know that you don't know them. They have no idea. What's going to happen is the other girls within the group, it's social proof. They're going to think that you're part of the group immediately. And you meet the guy, and as long as the guy's not, who the hell are you, can you go away? As long as they're friendly, and also just looking at the guys too. If they look like they've had a few drinks and they're having fun and they're open to meeting new guys, boom, they are perfect for you, because you can go in, meet them. They're gonna be like, yo, how's it going? This is Dave. And they're gonna introduce you to the girls that they're with, and they're not aware that they just let a fox into the hen house, and you're gonna be able to manipulate that situation to work into your favor by them allowing you into their little group. So if you go straight to the guys sometimes will introduce you, and next thing you know, the girls that you're talking to will think that you're already part of the group. They're not going to reject you immediately. You're going to have a chance to somehow meet all the girls, maybe see if you can build rapport with any of them, and then maybe bounce them around. Maybe take one for a dance, maybe buy one a drink, maybe you can get one to move over to meet your friends. See, moving around the club is very important. Movement is very valuable as well. Another thing is, this is something that will work. This is a bonus one. If you're in sort of a nightclub where there's lots of gay guys, you know, this works perfectly. If the guys are gay, you walk over and chat to the gay guys. The gay guys, if they like you, they will literally give you the girl, and the girl would probably be very compliant. It's surprising how compliant they will be when there's girls hanging out with gay guys. Gay guys are very promiscuous, and if you can introduce yourself to them first, then they will help you, you know, meet the girls that they're hanging out with as well. And the reverse is true. You see, so this is tip, say, 9. If you go over and there's a group of girls and group of guys and they're all together, it's a mixed sort of group, and you go directly into meet one of the girls and you don't get a good reaction, you tried all these different conversation starters, which is going to happen sometimes. The guys in the group may say something negative and give some sort of a negative reaction as well. Next thing you know, you're just kicked out of that group. And this will happen more often than you may like to admit. It's very common actually, unless you're super attractive or of their sort of demographics. But that will happen to you quite often. You'll get kicked out, you'll be excluded, and then what do? You use all of these tips that I just gave you to go to the next group, and then you start again. You get used to the rejection, you get used to the exposure of that, and then you make sure that you go around the entire nightclub or bar until you've had a good interaction, got some girls' numbers, maybe had a bit more luck where the girls have integrated themselves into your group and you've had some success. So that's basically how you should be running, say, a bar or a nightclub. But when it goes bad, go, okay, that's fine, I don't care, next. And you make sure that you exhaust all opportunities in the bar or the nightclub, because at the end of the night, if you're standing at the end on the wall as a wallflower drinking, you're not going to be happy with what your performance was that night. Action will make you feel better at the night, even if it is just a lot of rejection. So if you like this video, click the subscribe button, and if you want some coaching with me, top link in the description. The Telegram group is in the description as well, where you can join up and chat with me right now. And for the rest of you guys, I'll see you in the next video.